the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for coming on the show and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm sorry it was spontaneous, man. But I know you're fighting July 31st. So I want to see if you could just give us some information. Where exactly are you going to be fighting July 31st?
Sands in Atlantic City Casino.
I'm fighting at the Sands in Atlantic City Casino.
I thought it was the Showboat. See, I'm glad I asked. I swore it was the Showboat Casino.
Hold on. Let me check my phone. Might be Showboat.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
And that's David Price, his father.
Dale said it is the Showboat. Y'all know better than me.
Oh, snap.
No, it will be at the Showboat. Yeah, Showboat.
Okay. Ness on point. I know my stuff. So yeah, man, talk to us. Obviously, I follow you on social media. I know you're in phenomenal shape. You stay in that gym. Where do you get that from? Like, you know what I mean? Because you're literally always in the gym, or at least it seems that way.
Right. Yeah, I'm always in the gym, but one, it's because coming up, my dad always kept me in the gym, even in the amateurs. And two, my life is revolved around boxing. Like when I'm not in training camp, I don't really do anything besides traveling. I go to the gym, train. I don't party, club, anything like that. So I just do what I love to do, and that's go to the gym, work out. It's a stress reliever for me, and it's just something that I love to do.
Now, tell us a little bit about D-Boys. Is D-Boys Boxing Club or?
Yep. Okay. D-Boys Boxing Gym. We actually just opened up a second location.
Oh, wow.
In Turnersville. Yep. So that's going great.
Where'd you get the other location?
It's in Turnersville, right near the Walmart and the Auto Mall. It's right across from the Readers.
In New Jersey.
In New Jersey. Yep. Turnersville, New Jersey.
Wow, second gym already, and that first one looks like it gets pretty lit, right?
Yes, it's pretty lit. Yeah, it is. It's a great location too.
You guys kind of hold like not necessarily shows there, but you like have like fixed sparring session. Because I know my old co-host Robert the Genius used to like always be sparring over there. So y'all hold like sessions on specific days or something and record it, right?
Yep. Yeah, wow. We all sparring sessions on specific days. Cable guy, we call him Cable Guy, Robert.
Yeah. He a dog, man. Listen, I never knew he would turn out to be that much of a dog. Like, obviously, I would like to see him try to tighten up technically, but he just likes to fight that way, and he's getting it done. He's got like 2 wins with us for sure.
Three. And that's because we put him in tough in the gym. So we give him some hard work in the gym, but when he go out there and fight those guys, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
At a level, yeah. I'm proud of him.
He's got that one sparring partner that they go at it, man. The white kid is taller than him.
We call him Easy. His name Ethan.
Now Ethan,
15.
Listen, Ethan is so he's technically better than Cable, but Cable's too much of a dog. So like sometimes Ethan is cracking the shit out of him, but you know, Rob just keeps coming forward. That dude's on some Mexican shit.
Right.
But speaking of sparring and D-Boy, bro, why you and your brother go so hard? You're like the first brother duo that I see that don't mind fighting. Like Vitaly, they're like, oh, we'll never fight. Charlos, oh, we'll never fight. But you guys are like fighting already every day on Instagram. What's up with that?
I look at it as tough love. If I'm easy on him, that's not going to help him get better. But if I'm hard on him, that's definitely going to help him get better. Because when he spar guys that's his age, he's going to be much levels above them. So that's how I look at it. Taking it easy on him is not going to help at all. And I can't take it easy on him no more. He's bigger than me. So he's getting better. So I can't take it light no more.
And everybody be asking for the work. All the amateur guys, when they see him sparring his little brother, they want that same work to help them get ready. Some of them we give it. Some of them we don't.
Wait. You said the Ennises. Did you say that?
No, the amateurs.
Oh, I was about to say, damn, Dylan, you in there with Jerron Ennis? What the hell? I was about to ask all about that because I hear he punched real hard.
Yeah, boots and crack.
Yeah, he can punch.
So being in that New Jersey, down south area, what are some of the names
South.
you? Huh?
Down south.
Oh yeah, that's definitely South Jersey. Stop it.
Oh, South Jersey. Down south, like we was picking cotton. Or something,
Nah, down South Jersey. Because you know, I used to be up north. I came down here to the sunny Florida in the end of January. But
tell him we better show some love to Sicklerville, Turnerville. You know what I'm saying? The rest of Camden County, right? Show some love, right?
Yo, I am showing love. I'm just saying that is South Jersey technically.
Oh, definitely South Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, so damn, where I was. Oh, so being from South Jersey, obviously, I got a guy out there I love too, man. Steven Ortiz. Is he too big, or have you guys probably got it in before in spawn?
Steve Ortiz. Oh, Steve Ortiz.
We work with his stable mates, but he too big.
Oh, he was too big.
130.
Yeah, he's like 35.
So who? What stablemate? Tevin? Because Tevin was a stablemate at once. What stablemate?
I look big, but remember I'm 115 pounds, so I work with like Christian Cardo. And,
Oh, Cardo. Okay, I know Cardo.
Yeah, I was like that. Yeah.
Damn, that is right. You
I
115.
Forgot that boy name. The other guy named.
Bruh.
Oh yeah.
So
Tino's nephew, I spar with him too.
Mario, you need to take over, man. This is 115, so the goal.
Yeah, no, this
we
is
got to
the-
get you with PBC, right?
118 now. We
Oh,
playing with 115, 118.
Ooh, that's the.
Oh, both
That's-
are
hot.
awesome, and
Those are
you
hot
know,
divisions right now. You
Yes,
got the
you got-
Monster and Donaire is
and
like
Donaire, who
he's-
recently brought himself, and also Nordine is still an option out there too. He's
Abu
lost
Ali,
one
yeah,
fight. You know what I mean? Tete's out there, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and personally, my favorite, one of my favorites, Casimiro, who is gonna fight. What did you say?
He said who?
Who'd you say, Rodriguez? Yeah, I just saw he gonna be on the card. I got to see. Yeah, Manuel Rodriguez. Yeah, he a bantamweight. I just saw him on the card.
Bantamweight. Yep.
Like 9-0 or something.
I think it's a little more than that. Let me see. I'll tell you for sure.
So have you had the
He's
opportunity?
a Puerto Rican fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is 19-2 is what he is. Yeah.
Oh, that's a different guy. Okay.
Hey Dylan, did you ever get some work with maybe Stephen Fulton? That's a couple pounds up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stephen Fulton, we sparred together. He actually was helping me get ready for my last fight. That's excellent work. I love sparring the world champions and things like that because I always learn. And great work, of course. But I get to learn little things. He's strong. Get strong work. Because when I spar people, I'm usually the stronger one. I'm usually pressing the action.
Yeah.
And sometimes I need that other way around. And he's strong, experience. So that's great work every time we spar.
Actually, I was gonna ask you about that too, and maybe your father could, answer as well or give his opinion. You're thick for a guy who's 115.
Yeah.
You have very broad muscle definition, right? You have a very wide back. Because you're still younger and still not at the weight that you'll probably be in like 5 years. You're still really, really lean, but at some point you're gonna get older and that back is gonna stretch. You're gonna probably put like another 6 pounds just on your wings. You know what I mean? In your lats. What do you think? Because still you're young at 22. What weight class do you think that you'll? Let's not say challenge for a world title, but at what weight class do you see yourself, really reaching that level?
Well, I see myself staying about 115, 118. By the end of my career, I think I'll finish out the highest. I'm talking about at the end, probably maybe 126.
Wow, really?
Wow, that would be.
That's the
I
highest.
honestly, I think that's very, very doable for sure.
Right.
I actually thought you would be bigger because you're right. You do look so much bigger than 115.
You see when at weigh-ins and stuff, like you see him like press conferences, right? Like your clothes just fit different than your opponents. Like you can tell. I mean, it's not that you're busting out of the seams of your shirt, but you can see that as young as you are, there's room to grow. You're gonna get bigger. I know that for a
What's
fact.
your walk around weight?
Yeah, what is?
I walk around about 128, 129.
Oh, wow, that's still not as.
That's all them push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was about 12 years old. Yeah, my dad said we used to go to the tournaments, and they used to say the same thing. Like I was super defined for my age, but my dad took me out of school and put me in homeschool. So when everybody was in school, I was able to put in extra work and do extra things. Like we would go to the gym 3 times a day, but the other
Wow.
kids didn't do that because they had to go to school. So that's the advantage that I had coming up.
Yo, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
I mean, I don't know how much you follow baseball or not, but I mean, Bryce Harper's like one of the biggest baseball players of all time. His dad got him his GED in high school so that he could play in college faster so that he can be in the pros quicker, because it's not about age in baseball. You have to play a certain amount of collegiate ball or semi-pro ball before you can enter the draft, and he actually got him his GED at like 16 or 17 so that he could play junior college and go pro. So that kind of sounds like in the same kind of vein where it's like you knew the path you wanted to go, and you know, like you know what I mean, you made that path your own.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well,
How was that though? Like for you, like what was the decision like to do that? Like did you miss your friends, or do you feel like you missed out on any of the things like prom or anything like that?
No, I didn't feel like I missed out on anything because, like I said, I really don't do too much. Everything is. I mean, I have a good time, of course, but my life is revolved around boxing. That's all I really do. I don't really have like a huge social life. I have friends. I hang out. With my family and my friends, but I don't really do too much. So to answer your question, I didn't really feel like I missed out on a lot because I left school in the 9th grade, so I had plenty of time to have that experience of having friends and things like that. So I loved it. I loved it. I could work at my own pace. When I left my teachers was able to work with me. When I would go to tournaments and things like that, they wouldn't trip about it. So I loved it.
That's what's up. Yeah, I had a lot of friends that actually went that route. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to ask, how'd you guys get? It seems to be a family business. How'd you guys get into boxing? Was it something that Dad introduced you to, or was it something you found on your own?
My dad introduced me to it. He actually used to box. He had one professional fight, then he started a couple businesses and just decided to give it up. But my dad started it.
Shout out to strong black fathers.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. And I didn't even want to do it at first. He always had me around the fights. He always would take me to the fights and things like that. But I was playing football, and he took me out of football because I was too small, and told me that I was the price, and all of his boys was going to learn how to fight, whether they liked it or not. And ever since I went to the gym, I just fell in love with it. My first day in there.
When do you think it was for him that he saw like something special about your ability? Like at what age were you that it was like, okay, he's not like other kids that can fight. He's like, there's something else there.
When was it?
From the beginning.
From the beginning, okay.
Yeah. You can tell when somebody has something the first couple of days. You can see if there's something special. They just pick up different. It's more fluid. And all the coaches, everybody at the gym saw that right from the beginning with Dylan.
What were the couple of attributes real quick that you saw? Like, was it speed, power? Did he just have this comfort in the ring when he sparred, or what was it?
Speed, good balance, just a good general idea of what he was supposed to do early on. With youth, that's the biggest thing. With professionals, the biggest thing is their balance. But he had his balance. He understood the balance right away. His speed was there. Power came later, but he was real quick, very elusive. He could mimic people. So he would see something he saw Floyd doing, pick it up, and then come in the gym, and then he'll try it.
Wow.
So he started adding to the things that I was teaching him because he was able to mimic other people.
He got boxing perfect pitch. They said that Bruno Mars could like walk into a studio, hear a piece of music, and then just start playing on the piano. And I forgot what fighter it was, but he said like some of the same things. Like, I got boxing perfect pitch. Like, I can go in there, look at somebody's style, and emulate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's what's up.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, David, what's the plan? Obviously, right now it looks like Dazn and PBC are heavily invested in 115 and 118. How can we get Dylan an opportunity at some of these bigger name fighters, or are you guys still building? What's the plan for Dylan Price?
No, it's fine. We're getting ready to go. This is one last 8-rounder. We're going to move up to 10 after that. So we're just staying busy. I keep my phone on. I'm not making phone calls right now because I'm doing what I do. But I keep my phone on. We keep him busy. Every 3 months, we in the fight. The competition is good. We just fought a guy 12-4. We're fighting Edwin Rodriguez, who's I believe 12-5. 11-5. Very, very formidable foe. He's beaten 3 or 4 undefeated fighters. Had 2 draws with 2. So he knows how to be a spoiler. So that's not something that we could sleep on. Actually had a draw with Joshua Greer.
Joshua Greer in his last fight. Yep, back in November.
Yep. So he's definitely a formidable foe. Something that you might see on a showbox. So we're taking our step ups. When people will say, "Hey, we'll do it. The money is right, and we'll do it." That's the biggest thing. A lot of guys won't fight Dylan, but he stepped up thanks to hard hitting, and they put that together. So we're just looking to stay busy, do our part, and just keep the phone on.
Now, obviously, you guys have a lot of experience. You came into the game and you were signed quickly by Mayweather and TMT. But being on the highest level with a promoter like that and separating from him, you kind of know now what you want. So are you looking for like a partnership, a co-promotion? What are the prices looking for when it comes to, I guess, getting back into bed with a promoter and a network?
Just want the right deal. If it's a great promotional contract, we don't have an issue. If it's a co-promotional contract and that works better, then we'll move that way. We're very flexible. We have our promotional company, so of course we want to be involved in some way. But it's just a matter of we're going to control what we can control, and that's keeping them busy, having good competition, not just putting ducks in front of them, and then making sure we take care of business. The rest will take care of itself. We're in the business of fighting, so promoters are going to look for that. And like you said, 115, 118, because he's been fighting at 118 because it's so hard to find 15 right now. But even at 118, that's a division that's doing well. It's very visible. The money is there a little bit more so than before. So we just have to do our part, control what we can control. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I think that you're correct either way.
Mario. Let me squeeze
Go
one more.
ahead. I'm sorry.
To the two of you, I just want to ask, and this is not me rushing you. This is me trying to figure out where we are. How many fights would you need for a Rashid Warren? 3-time Olympian. I think he's a 1-time champion, WBA.
If he wanted to fight an 8-rounder, we could fight him July 31st.
Nah. That's not an 8-round fight. That's not an 8-round fight.
No, he's just saying that we will fight him now if he fought at their pace.
He understands. We're at 8 rounds. The next fight, we're at 10 rounds. So if he wants to fight at 10 rounds, we'll fight him right now is what I'm saying. We're not fighting 10. We got one more 8, then we go 10. Once we get 2 to 3 10s, then it's anybody. I don't care who you say. Batman just made 118 pounds. We'll fight him.
In other words, you'll fight anybody as long as they fight on your time, on your pace, like part of your plan, correct?
Well, right now, because it's 8. Once we get past 8, 10 to 12 is the same thing.
No, of course. That makes perfect sense.
Right.
Why, put yourself in a situation where you're going to give the guy, give a fighter like a Rashid Warren or whoever, all that experience. You know what I mean? There's levels to this. You got to have your 6 round, and you got to have your 8 rounds, and then you got to have your 10 rounds.
What about you, Dylan? What do you think?
We don't step up the progression, but as far as the competition, it doesn't matter. In a way, once we start fighting at 10, if they pick up the call, give us enough time with that, they say let's make it happen, it's fine. It's nobody that we're saying we won't fight. I just got to get him up to. I can't put him in a 12-round fight. He never fought 10.
Of
So we have
course.
to take the natural progression. But as far as the persons, not the rounds, it's anybody.
I don't even think I went 8. Did I go 8, boy?
We went 8. We went 8,
Oh,
and then we
yeah.
stopped. And the next time we went 8.
That's like trying to put in an
Come
amateur
on, 8
basketball
rounders.
player
This is the last
that's never
8
been.
rounder, actually. And then
Yeah.
we went up to 10. Once you at 10, now the phone calls are coming. You're not a preliminary fighter anymore.
And that's not to sleep on Edwin Rodriguez. He's been in the ring with some quality fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been in the ring with several guys that have been in the ring with, several guys that are good. Joshua Greer was one of them that we mentioned earlier. Juan Carlos Camacho was undefeated at that time. Jose Martinez, the Puerto Rican, there's a list of quite a few guys that he's shared the ring with that are no.
Shout out to Bill Haney, the father trainer of Devin Haney, with the super chat, who says, shout out to the Price family. Grind, can't stop, won't stop. I see you, Pops and Dylan, with the flexing
my
emoji.
man.
Yo, shout out to him for that. Very, very.
We go back. I don't know. If you go on YouTube, you'll see Dylan and Devin boxing like at 9 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, so they was putting in work 9, 10 years old. We used to go out Vegas with Will and the guys. So,
always
great
showed us
guys.
love, too.
Always.
So again, I wanted to get your thoughts on Rashid Warren as a possible future opponent. Not today, not tomorrow, future. Like, because, he is 34,
Right.
He's a former world champion. You 22, so it's like the right, names,
I actually was thinking about that recently too, but I feel like Rashid is a
He's very
great fighter,
fast.
but
You guys are both very fast, so it could be.
But I just feel like everybody in the boxing world, everybody in life has a time period and a window. Like right now, it's Gervonta Davis' window. This is his time to do everything he's doing. Adrian Broner had his window, but when you try to come back, it's like something not all the way there. That's kind of how I feel with Rashid. Great fighter, but I feel like he had his window. He had his chance to do everything that he needed to do. But I just feel like it's my window. Now, I still got to do what I got to do, but I just feel like it's my time. So when you ask me about guys like that, there's no disrespect to them. Like I said, I feel like he's a great fighter, but I just feel like it's my time. So I feel like I would dominate in that fight. And we actually sparred a few times.
How was that?
Wow.
It was great work. It was excellent work.
How old were you at the time?
About 20.
Okay.
Like 2
It
years
wasn't that
ago.
long ago. Yeah, wow. So it was right before COVID.
We got about 30, 35 rounds in with Rashid.
Oh.
Real good work. First day, he didn't know who Dylan was like that, and Dylan came out and put it on him. But then the second day, Leonard Ellaby, we were with Mayweather. He said, well, get ready. Because when you go back that second time, you're not surprising him. He's going to be ready. So it was much more competitive. They had a lot of respect for each other. It wasn't a lot of guys. He was going through all his sparring partners at the time. So getting that work from Dill, they really appreciated that. So it was beneficial for both because we were both getting ready for fights. But yeah, we'll do that. And again, that's no disrespect to Rashid. It's no disrespect to anybody. But it don't matter. What did Adrian Broner said? He the can man. Anybody can get it.
For sure.
As we're making this progression as far as the rounds, that's the only thing stopping. It's the last 8 rounder. We move into 10s, then it's anybody.
Yeah, I mean, Rashid's last 2 fights have been 10 rounders. I could see them calling you guys, man. So definitely stay sharp because it's like I said, 115, 118 is starting to bubble on two separate networks. So it's like,
and the money's there on both sides. I know you said earlier, 118, seems like the money division, and there are a lot of big money fights there. Donaire, Inui, but Juan Estrada, that's a big money fight. Chocolatito, that's a big money fight.
Right.
Joshua Franco, I think, is a good fight too.
It is
do numbers.
Yeah, Joshua Greer.
I mean, the Maloney too. I mean,
Oh,
he needs
Greer
to
is a
come
good
back.
fight. I like that fight.
Maloney, I like Maloney too.
Ooh,
for
Maloney,
you,
yes.
for you. Not that I like him like he's a big name. I like that fight for you.
No, that's a great fight.
You know,
That is a great
I
fight.
felt,
Would you?
I felt like I would. I think I would stop Maloney in the later rounds. I believe so.
Oh, wow.
that's
Okay.
what I
Would
want to
you?
see.
Would you like entertain like a Rungsvai like in his neck of the woods, like the Philippines, or like if one of these fighters who in these lower weight classes that are big draws in their countries, would you ever take one of those types of fights, or you want to stick?
I don't care. My dad.
You don't care? Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Your question was what I like.
I'll fight in the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
You know, especially as we're not demanding things and coming in as a heavy underdog, those type of things. Like Roy Jones, he said, "I'm not going over there."
Darrell after the Frotch fight.
So no, unless it was just, we just didn't have any other options. But that's not in my plan.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
It's fight country of the world. Then this is where we should fight.
Dylan, so when you were training with Mr. Fulton, was that then the fight that produced the knockout that made it to TMZ?
Yes. Yeah, he was definitely great work. I wouldn't say that was the reason that I knocked him out, but he showed me a lot of things in the sparring. It was a great experience for me. It was an excellent experience because that was the first time he used to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with. That was the first time he like let his hands go a lot and things like that. So I always like those little challenges in sparring because I don't get them a lot.
Yeah,
Stepping up to the next level.
I'm not trying to insinuate that the sparring with him got the knockout, but I just, I wanted to put it together. Like you were sparring him, then you got this knockout that made it to TMZ. So that's pretty cool, man. Listen, I don't want to take too much more of your time. Please give out your social media, and once again, let everybody know where they can get those tickets and how they could see it. Is this fight going to be streamed in Atlantic City?
Hey, I'm not sure, but hey, Nestor, before the work, the Stephen Fulton work was excellent work, but before we sparred, I've been knocking him out. I've been knocking him out before we sparred, but he definitely helped me out, and it was great work, and I love working with Stephen Fulton, and I want to continue to get that work. And my focus right now is just on my opponent. Then after that, we'll focus on other things, but he's nobody to sleep on. But I'm just really motivated about this fight because I want to show. He fought some great names, but I'm going to stop him. I'm going to be the first to stop him. I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything like that, but I'm just super confident in my ability. And I think about the 7th, it's going to be real late. About the 7th, possibly the 8th, I'm going to stop him.
Man, I know I said
this fight.
I heard it. He said he's going to be the first one to stop him. That wasn't Rodriguez.
I know I said I had that was it, but I got a couple questions coming in from the people. I got Coach Myers all the way in Connecticut who says, "What's up, champ? In your 8th fight, you fought Pedro Rodriguez with 40 fights, and it was a no contest. How did that fight go, and whose decision was it to put you in there with a guy with 40 fights when you only had 8 professional bouts?"
Right.
Good question.
Yeah, it was a good question. Well, I was with Mayweather Promotions at the time. We had fights, and they would pull out the last minute. They wouldn't go through. So the fight before the fight with Pedro, we were all the way in Vegas. The day before the fight, I did all my cutting weight. They told me that we didn't have an opponent. So they flew us out again about a month after that. Same thing happened. So I think it was like 2 days before the fight. They said, no, about 3 days before they flew us out. They said, we got somebody for you. You want to take the fight? It was Pedro, of course. We took the fight. We fought. I lost. After the fight, about a month after that, his pee came dirty and he tested positive for steroids.
Damn,
man.
Well, good thing they turned it to a no contest, and luckily they caught him.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, that's bullshit.
That's terrible for the sport. That somebody, will feel that they had to move that way, in order to be competitive. And I feel bad because we blessed. And when you come against blessed people, bad things happen for you. Now, for
he beat 4 undefeated fighters. It's a shame because he probably was dirty every time, but since it was a preliminary fight, he got by, and he thought he was going to do the same thing with Dill. I remember Dill came back right after the first round. He said, it's like my punches is bouncing off of him. He said, I'm hitting him, but he's not going nowhere. He was already a bigger fighter, so you didn't have to do that. You didn't make weight. So what was the point of you taking PEDs? That just shows the level the Dill is on, that he felt I got to be Superman in order to beat him. I got to be hyped up on some stuff in order to beat him. And I'm grateful to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, as well as my Heavenly Father, Yahuwah, because it was all random. They saw something that they said they didn't like what they saw. They pulled it, and he came up dirty. So
wow,
that's the unfortunate part about the business. But as we grow and get a little bigger, we're going to have control of that, because everybody that wants to fight us, you're going to have to test, because we're going to test. We don't do anything illegal. You don't do anything illegal. It's 2 men going in there doing what they supposed to. But nowadays, you'll be surprised. I would say 60 to 70% of the fighters are using illegal substances. So, when it comes to us, we're going to do VADA, that voluntary testing, and everything will be fine. We won't have any issues.
And for full disclosure, just so everybody knows, Dylan was actually up on one of the judges' cards. He won. It was a split decision. He won 57-56, and then on the other scorecard, he lost 56-57. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a close fight, despite the fact that he was juiced up to the end.
And I learned so much from that fight. It's crazy. So for me to go through that and still be undefeated, I'm just thankful to my Heavenly Father allowed me to go through that and still have an O on my record.
God is good.
I'm glad that I went through it.
All right, we got Young Tigre who says, thoughts on Crawford's 147-pound resume?
I don't know. I mean, I got Terrence Crawford. He's a great fighter. One of the pound for pound best.
Froze up.
Hello, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think got a
Yeah,
call.
I feel like he's one of the pound for pound best, and he's a great fighter.
All right, we got Steve in the UK says, hey, champ, thanks for coming on the show. No
This how
question.
his dad do it.
He said, no question, just wanted to let you know, next time you're in Oklahoma, lunch is on my good friend, Izzy. Best of luck with your career, champ.
Thank you.
Steve in the UK. Next one is from James in San Antonio, who says, Nonito Donaire versus Rigondeaux 2. Who wins and how?
Nonito Donaire. I feel like Rigondeaux isn't. I think he got a little bit too old. I'm not gonna lie. I seen his last fight. I would go with Nonito, and he still look good. Nonito.
Remember they fought a tough fight in New York.
That wasn't tough, man. Rigondeaux wiped the floor with Nonito back then, but that's another good fight for you, Dylan. He on, you could get a nice name on the way out, man. Listen,
Rigondeaux, right?
Rigondeaux, hell yeah.
I actually don't like that fight as much. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to look good against a guy like that.
I think
you can
Dylan
beat him.
I think Dylan's speed, because Rigondeaux loves to be set with a wide stance. I think Dylan's speed could offset him. I don't know.
No. I'm not saying that he doesn't win that fight. I'm saying that it's hard to look good against guys like that.
I see what you're saying. Nestor, I agree with you 100%, but I definitely see what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
He is a difficult style, but I kind of agree with Nestor. I think my speed and my activity, my speed and my work rate would give him problems.
I just think that there's other guys out there that make better fights that would get you. Like if you fought a Joshua Franco, it would be.
Yeah, but you can't compare.
That would raise your profile.
Yeah, but you can't compare Joshua Franco. Rigondeaux's a 3-time gold medalist. Like,
but we're talking about 14 and 15-year-old fans that are watching him for the first time that don't know Donaire, don't know Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? And they're watching the fight, and I think that you produce a better fight, that gets Sports Center highlights on ESPN.
Is Franco more popular than Rigo, especially with everything Nonito's doing in the back half of his career?
Yo, my people like him. My people love him. You know what I'm saying? He'll have Texas eyes, Mexican eyes. He'll have a lot of different people watching him.
Talking about Franco, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough. He's with
well,
Golden Boy, right?
Yeah, we're Golden Boy. Whichever,
what they gonna be saying about this?
whichever one is gonna get me the most exposure and attention, that's one I would take.
That's the best way to look at it.
Let's have a poll. Which one would you say, Nestor?
I think Rigo is the bigger name.
Rigo. What about you?
And the more accomplished fighter.
Right.
What about you,
How
I mean?
about you, bro? Huh?
King, I mean, right here. Shout out,
King,
Dill.
I mean.
Listen, I'm going with Rigo.
Rigo. How about
Joshua
you, bro?
Franco. I think that you get Hispanic fans to watch you, and you beat him, and listen, that's the name of the game.
That is the
you
green
beat
print from
Mexicans,
Mayweather.
and then guess what? The Mexicans, they get mad, and then they want another Mexican to beat you, and then you get another big fight, and then and they keep and they'll pay for you to want to watch you lose, but they're gonna pay for you. It's the Floyd Mayweather green print. You know what I mean? To me, that's the better route. And again, it's a fight that I think produces the kind of highlights that you'll see on TMZ, that you'll see on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? That you'll see on World Star. I think it could be that fight. Rick Dale's great, but
those are the type fights I want. The ones that's gonna get me on Sports Center, back on TMZ. Those are type fights.
Yes.
Let me ask you real quick, Dill. I just want to ask you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Being in that South Jersey area, I think I've seen you guys together a few times. But Ray Ford, talk to me a little bit about some of the other fighters coming up out of South Jersey that we could just get a quick highlight on. I know your brother. I mean, you and your brother, y'all damn near look like twins. I don't know how far apart y'all in age, man, but he's bigger than you even. But can you just give us a little highlight? Maybe some fighters in your gym.
Yeah.
Let me start with the first guy you said. He's a former stablemate of ours. I trained him for several years. And then he had a little fallout, got disrespectful with USA Boxing, so I let him go. So we don't have no conversation. Once you go on, I don't say negative, I don't say positive. You really don't exist. So Ray Ford, you could ask Ray Ford about Ray Ford. But it's a lot of other good fighters. I'm gonna let you go with some of the other good guys coming.
Let me tell you about me. I stick with my own. I don't like hang with people within the boxing community. I don't have no friends in the boxing community, so I'm just gonna stick with my team. I got my little brother and a couple of other guys coming up under him. My little brother name is Devin Price, and that's about it.
I'll represent Jersey a little bit.
Not me.
I'm gonna go north.
I represent Jersey, my people, but like I said, I don't have friends within the boxing community, so he can say it, but I'm gonna say my little brother.
DMX said, "I told you, rep guys, I have no friends." That's respect. But I like watching because it's still my state. I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I done adopted Jersey. I'm 20 years in, but you got the boy Khalil Cole down in North Jersey.
Yeah, that's our peoples.
Out of amateurs, you got Shakur Stevens. What's Weezy's real name?
Rajon Chance. Rajon Chance. That's my other peoples.
That's our guy. So they're like right in that North Jersey area. Then in South Jersey, you got Dill. Who else in South Jersey ripping it up? You got the two young boys, the two brothers, Isaiah.
Oh yeah, I like them. Isaiah. His brother name is Pretty Boy Woo, and the other one is
Isaiah Johnson. And then you have his brother Albright. Amir Albright.
Yeah. Ain't he signed to
the King promotion? And
no, I think he signed with Rice, RDR.
And Quadir Albright too. He's a good fighter coming up.
So there's some guys South Jersey. You'll be hearing their names soon enough.
What y'all think about Nafir Charles?
Who?
Talking about Nafir.
Oh, Nafir Charles, he's a good fighter. I like Nafir.
See, I haven't seen him in the pros. He's knocking everybody out, so I'm impressed.
He about
to 7-0-7 knockout.
He about to have a fight with a good opponent, man. I hope he get that win.
Best opponent to date.
Maybe that's what it is. Then
I like
this a big ass step up. This a big ass step up.
He mean though. I like him. He's mean.
Well, he gonna have to show it in this fight. This a big step up compared to what he's been in with. Huh?
He fights by undefeated.
Nah, the dude just lost to Elvis Rodriguez, but he went all 6 with Elvis, and Elvis got the knockout. Got the knockout in the 6th round, but he pretty good. Good head movement.
Elvis Rodriguez, that's the one that Kenneth Sims just beat, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Shout out for Kenneth Sims, man.
I'm happy.
They wrote off my man Kenny from Chicago, amateur superstar, came out blazing and
started fading and everybody gave up on him. So kudos to him and even K Corona, they brought him back. So I'm happy for him because the boy can fight. He can't break an egg, but sometimes he fight like he can, and that's his problem. But he finally realized that and start doing what he had to do. So I'm proud of Kenneth Him and his dad, good people.
That's what's up. Well,
That was a big win, man.
I want to shout you guys out for taking the time to jump on the show, man, and we wish you best of luck, obviously, on July 31st.
Definitely appreciate it.
Give out that social media, both of you, because, you know, Dad is definitely inspirational, man. You lost so much weight. You look so good, bro. You could be a heavyweight yourself, man. People better not sleep, man. You looking good out there, man. So shout out to the both of you guys. I love the father-son duo, man. We about to get Bill Haney on, and he's another father-son duo. So, you know, shout out to you guys.
Hey, once again, shout out to Will. Thanks for the compliments. That's our guy, him and Dad. Thank you for you guys for having us, Ness, for putting this whole thing together. And you can follow Dill at Dylan the Real Dill Price on Instagram. And then mine's is at D-Boys Nation. At D-Boys Nation and at Dylan the Real Deal. So keep an eye on us.
Go ahead and give out the gym addresses now that you got two gyms.
Yeah, we like the George Jefferson of the gyms, baby. I got one Berlin Road, Clementon, New Jersey. Then we just opened the other one, 3321 South Black Horse Pike in Turnersville, New Jersey. We just got the sign up, so y'all can't ride by us now. We ready.
That's right, D-Boys Nation, man. Shout out to you guys, man, because we know firsthand that the training and tutelage out of there is good. Not only is Dylan a product of that and your other son, but obviously our very own Robert, man. He went in there a complete novice, and he's come out a 3-0 fighter on some of these non-sanctioned bouts. But once again, thank you guys for coming on, and we look to have you guys on soon.
All right, thank you for having us.
All right, brother. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Price and his father, David Price, father-son duo, getting it done in boxing and doing it on their own, man.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.